Chris, I don't know if you've heard, Sheldon Keefe given a 2-year extension to coach the Toronto Marlies. Can you tell us a little bit about his coaching style and why it's been so successful, not just for you, but for this hockey team?
Well, I mean, first off, like that's obviously so well deserved. The kind of person he is, the kind of coach he is, and I mean, he strives for greatness. He pushes his players, and maybe even more importantly, himself to be better every single day. In all aspects, on and off the ice. As a person, as a coach, as a teammate, and on the ice. I mean, he could talk about he wants to play a fast-paced game, a competitive game, a structured defense-first game. But I mean, I think his biggest strength is he's always looking to improve, and he's always willing to adapt to whatever the game is evolving to, or in a particular game what's not working. And even if it's his game plan that he thought would work, and for some reason it's not working, he's willing to change. And I think in a coach, especially nowadays, you have to be able to evolve. You have to be able to realize what works and sometimes doesn't work, and make changes. And sometimes people get stuck in their ways, and you just see that their teams kind of fizzle out. And with Sheldon, I think his teams are just getting stronger and stronger, and that's a credit to the type of person he is, the type of coach he is, and his players want to play for him and want to follow him because they believe in his system. He's a proven coach that just continues to get better, and he makes it a competitive environment that you want to strive and do well in. And as a player, that's all you want. A truthful coach that pushes you to the limit, to be the best player you can be, to give the team the best chance to win. And as a player, you can't ask for anything more.
You've probably seen a lot of coaches in your time go up to the NHL. Do you have any doubt that he'll be at the NHL level?
No. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's a matter of fit for him, just a matter of timing. Who knows? Maybe with the success we've had the last 2 years, and maybe him being too busy in June I hate to say it hurts him, but there's no doubt in my mind in the very near future he's going to be an NHL bench watch, and it's well deserved. I mean, he's an up-and-coming young coach that believes in evolving with the game and pushing for greatness, and he loves to win and wants to win. And when you have a coach like that, you're going to follow him, and you're going to believe in what he's saying. And he's a pretty good, he's a really good person too off the ice. So when you can have that kind of chemistry on and off the ice, and he believes in you as a person and as a player, you can't ask for anything else.
This season didn't travel in a straight line quite like last year's did. A lot of ups and downs for this team, a lot of player movement. Does that give you an appreciation for the job that Lawrence had to do as a sort of newcomer to the organization to plug some of those holes and keep the team at that level?
For sure. I mean, I've had obviously way more experience at this level than at the NHL level, and at times I believe this level is a little harder to manage just because, like you said, when the big club, there's an injury, we lose a guy, trades, injuries. There's a whole lot of movement in the AHL level, and to keep it kind of on a steady ship and continued improvement is an unbelievable job by Lawrence and all the management. And it's not an easy thing to do. I mean, there's a lot of movement in the minor league level, and the teams and the management that do the absolute best to keep a team on pace of their process, and the culture is the teams that strive and do well. And I think in the end you saw that we did that.
Some of the guys were saying that he's an extremely approachable guy, even though he was a newcomer in the organization. How important is that dialogue for players to know that you can go to your GM and chat with them?
Well, that's very important. I mean, it just makes you feel and believe that we're all in this together, that no one's above one another, and we're all working for the same common goal, and that's to get better, and that's to win as a hockey team. And when you have your bosses per se, or the people above you that take the time and willing to listen to what you have to say, to listen to your input, that makes you feel more important and gives you more confidence to do your job well. So anytime you have dialogue with everybody in the organization, it really brings the whole organization together as one piece.
You're a UFA this summer. Have you thought at all about the future, and would you like to be back with this team?
For sure, yeah. I always thinking about the future, and a little nerve-wracking this time of the year, but I love it here. I love it here. Family loves it here. Wife loves it here, and more importantly, I love winning here. And I've been fortunate to be a part of two really good hockey teams, two good group of guys that have a lot of success, and it's still a little disappointing the way it finished, just because of how much success and how how the want and the need for winning is part of this culture, and I love that. I love pushing to win, and I think I speak for everyone. There's no better place to win than in Toronto, and the biggest hockey market in the world. So I hope I'm back. Hopefully we can figure some things out, and hopefully these guys want me back, because there's no better place to play hockey than in Toronto.
Sometimes the last 48 hours people have talked about this team as overachievers, that they overachieved something getting the conference final. Is that how you guys might characterize it, or was there something else that you wanted to say about the team that perhaps characterizes it better?
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't think many people gave us a chance, and I think we didn't secure a playoff spot till April, so you can say, yeah, we overachieved as far as we went playoffs, but looking back, I think there's a frustration and disappointment feel, because I believe we should have beat Charlotte, and that's taking nothing against a really good Charlotte team that executed when they had to, and that was, I think, the big thing is we didn't execute. And so to say we overachieved, I think maybe during the year, I'm very proud of the way the groups stayed with it, continued the strong play down the stretch in playoffs. But I think to say we're happy with the conference loss is not. We're pretty disappointed and believe we should still be playing, and a couple bounces go our way. I know we got bounces in the first 2 rounds, and maybe we didn't in Charlotte. But again, no, you have to give credit to Charlotte. They were an unbelievable team all year. They played very well in the playoffs, but I still think we deserve to be in that series, and we deserve to still be playing hockey.